Hello, y'all. It's 11:17 p.m. at night. As y'all can tell, I just got out of the shower. Wow. Well, I guess after let's see, after my nap earlier today, everything died down. I had a rough morning and early afternoon, but everything died down later on. So, well, I had 3 slices of pizza from 7-Eleven for breakfast. I mean, the pizza was okay, but I wasn't really crazy over the pizza. I don't know if I might get it again. Maybe, maybe not. But when I was living in Los Angeles, they had excuse me, the 7-Eleven pizza was so doggone good. See, how they have like corporations, excuse me, if they have corporations where if you eat certain food at one location in one city and state, and it'd be like, oh man, like the best you ever had. But then you go to that same corporation of fast food or whatever, and then it'd be like nasty ass trash. For example, um, White Castle. When I had White Castle in Milwaukee and New York, that was so freaking nasty. But then the White Castle in Pensacola, it was extremely good. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll give this another chance again. But most of the time I try to stay away from fast food. But I was homeless at the time. Excuse me. So the fake foster family raved on about how the Popeyes in Virginia tasted way better than its original place, my birthplace, New Orleans. But the black people in Los Angeles would get mad at all those Mexicans working at Popeyes and say that, well, they need to stick to their own food. They don't need to touch our food. And they take our food and butcher it, or they fuck it up. They mess it up. So they were saying that in Los Angeles that the Mexican people made Popeyes nasty, or that they basically didn't know what the hell they were doing. But that's what the black people in Los Angeles, that's what they would say. But the Crystal on Bourbon Street in my hometown, New Orleans, was so good. But the Crystal in Pensacola was so-so. The Bojangles in Virginia was nasty, extremely nasty. And in Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I think there was a Bojangles in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It was extremely nasty. But the Bojangles in Greenville, South Carolina, it was really good. The best Papa John's I ever had was when I was going to Nichols State University. And that Papa John's pizza, their sauce was a little bit sweet. It was perfect. Any other Papa John's? Like, what the hell is going on here? So, yeah, that's weird. So, this morning, as I said, the online perps were harassing me yesterday. And they're waiting till I'm in it, like going through a crisis with something, to start harassing me even more. And then when I call them out on it, that's when they start trying to sabotage my social media accounts and attack me really bad. But they don't do it alone. It's multiple perps. So, Stephon Adams harassing me and making fake blogs, smear campaigning and lying, and falsely lying and saying that, excuse me, that I am a racist and a bully, manipulating and twist things, to make you look more crazy. That's what people with narcissistic personalities, that's what they do. And so then, so yeah, when Stephon Adams bragged about falsely reporting my blog post, and then the TikTok video that I did mentioning about him and Starbricker, and her history of wiping out mine. I mean, I've talked about this before. So, I don't know which one of them did it. It could have been both of them that teamed up together to falsely report that TikTok video. But I'm praying and hoping I can get that account back. And I'm hoping I can get that account back. And I'm hoping that the appeal will go through. I have been praying also. People might think, oh, that's silly. But, as I said, I had to start fresh and all new again with connections with people. Like trying to reconnect with people. So, it was like 3:30 in the morning when they, like 3 minutes, about 2 or 3 minutes after I appealed that wrongful post, that they falsely reported, the fake Darnell Williams perp just acting a retard and just randomly falsely reporting me for random videos for any and everything, just trolling and thinking the shit is funny. And then he would lie and say that he never reported me and that he would rather stalk and see what I do all day. But he nearly succeeded at wiping out both of my targeted by the PsychWorld and the backup channel. Frivolous stuff that, like, unrelated to the topic that I'm talking about, and you falsely, I can be, like, I can do a video, and, like, this is the silly shit, troll shit, nonsensical that they do. Hold up. Wow. Come on, man. Oh no. Hold on, y'all. See? Oh. Sorry, that was a fly in a ceiling. Some flying insect that I couldn't identify. Not a regular fruit fly, but it was something different. It was kind of big too. I freaked out. So I can do a video, say for example, right? I can do a video of a product review on these cookies right here. I just got these. So I can do a video, like a 2-minute video on, product review for that. Then next thing you know, I get falsely reported for hateful content or hateful behavior or bullying and harassment. And they think that shit is funny. They think that shit is funny. But I heard that it takes a demonic spirit to bully someone. that the spirit, that, a person with the Holy Spirit wouldn't bully nobody, or they wouldn't troll and harass nobody. But they think that they can, if y'all sold out perps working for Satan, y'all think that y'all can try to control and fix me and tell me how to be a Christian, or tell me what I should be doing, how I should be living my life. You think you know more than me, but you're dedicated to Satan. And the Bible says you will know them by their fruits. And the perps know that scripture too, in order to use it, in order to falsely smear campaign me as the one as producing bad spiritual fruit. So I just had like 3 slices of pizza and a small little thing of apple juice. I should have got the other one, but I guess I was tricked into thinking that this one was more natural, but I guess not. Well, so me being so agitated about my account loss, I showed and told y'all what happened early this morning with heavy gang stalking. And with the heavy gang stalking. And then my anxiety was really high, and I was uploading the videos this morning. And, as I said, it was probably more than 2 people also that, I guess his name is Philip Dean. Philip Dean and that Sam lady, they got hateful and blocked me. And they had this lady that did a video of me. Was it yesterday or the day before? She did a video defending me against the gang, the online gang stalking and bullying. And so then, like, I pressed the like button. Today I discovered that she deleted she didn't block me or anything like that, but she deleted the video. She didn't block my account, but I tried to follow her and she ignored me and deleted the video. But I'm like, wow, how are people changing? Like, you were just supportive and friendly yesterday, and I get a new account after being wrongfully banned, and now all of a sudden you hate me and want nothing to do with me. But I'm glad that they have some people who are excited for me to get back on TikTok. And I'm like, well, I guess there are some people who care. But, that Philip guy, he ate me up the most, because he asked me to pray for him, and, and let others know his story, and for them to pray for him and stuff. Like, you're supposed to be, I thought you were a Christian. You asked me to pray for you and spread the word about what you're going through and everything. And I do remember doing a video on YouTube and saying that I didn't mention his name, but, about the asking for prayers. But this is what they're doing now. That they're torturing people to the point where people are tortured so bad that they end up selling out and forfeiting their souls, being beaten into submission. And so with the Sam lady, I'm kind of bothered, but I'm kind of not bothered because, as I said, she professed to be Christian and, talking that lingo like a Christian, but she's sitting there throwing up, satanic hand signs. So I'm like, well, I kind of ain't, I was somewhat bothered by her, but the Philip guy, he really shocked me. He really did. I was bothered more by him, what he did to me, by him blocking me. I was more bothered by that than I was bothered by my other account being banned. But as I said, like, but there's another man who was saying that he used that the Philip person used to be targeted and caved in and sold out. But as of yesterday and today, he was still, making, like, complaining, excuse me, about a lot of the same stuff I'm going through, like with the vibrating and stuff like that. But I was really convinced that Philip was a real TI. But the other man said that Philip was a real TI, but then he caved in, pretty much. I'm like, damn, like, and I heard that these deals really do be happening, like selling your soul. I heard a lot of people be saying that it happened overnight. So a lot of the times, if a so-called TI just randomly don't want anything to do with you anymore. But I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if I should just fight for final confirmation about the Philip person, or if I should just let, how they said, let bygones be bygones. Because the guy who made it like as if he was exposing Philip, he was wearing a lot of black and mainly red, but some black, and So it's like, well, if you look like you're wearing perp colors, so it's like, well, who am I supposed to believe? But then the Philip guy, as I said, like, I think I remember he shared a video before my account got banned yesterday. I think he did. As I said, he would share videos almost every day. Almost every day. And they have a lot of people who said that on TikTok, their account is on its last legs. And I saw they got a lot of people who's going through this, like, people are being banned from TikTok left and right. But then people are talking about TikTok being banned for a lot of people speaking the truth. But TikTok, it censors people. It censors and deletes, wipes out accounts worse than you. People thought YouTube was bad. But TikTok is way worse than YouTube. It's worse than YouTube. A lot of the times on YouTube, the main thing you can't talk about is that 19. It seems like that's the only thing. But if I report gang stalkers for harassment and bullying, yeah, YouTube does nothing. But their accounts can stay up there. But I mean, how can you say that, these meme and mockery and troll accounts, that it's not harassment? How can you say that that's not harassment, that that's not bullying, that that's not hate? And they think the shit is funny. So, well, I didn't want to, or I didn't intend to have to go to the post office today, but I had to go to the post office. And so the lady was very confusing with saying, oh, we don't ship packages to your house. I'm like, what do you mean? When Amazon try to say no P.O. boxes. So they've been delivering to my P.O. box since April. And now, the last 2 packages that I got, they want to send everything to the P.O. box. And I mean, and then she said something about, oh, it gets confusing. Well, how you expect me to know if y'all don't even know? She said, well, she's like, well, we don't know if they're going to send it through FedEx or UPS. So always use the P.O. box. And I'm like, but Amazon says no P.O. box. But something big like my new rolling laundry hamper that I got, that came yesterday with no problem, right in front of my door. Like something big like that, how was I gonna get that to the doggone PO box? I mean, carry it from the PO box. So they delivered that here, and a lot of the food and a lot of the other stuff they delivered right here. But the soap and the cookies I just showed y'all, um, they made me have to go to the PO box and get it. So it seems like it's kind of a complicated and confusing way if you want to get packages sent. And like, well, how am I supposed to know about these new rules or new this, new that, or changing this and that? At first, she kind of got an attitude and treated me like I was already supposed to know. But then, but I'm glad later on she ended up having patience with me. But she had, dirty fingernails, like, and then, like, ew, touching all on my, you know. So it seems like as if it's a new rule, I guess, for other people. But I hate when certain agencies or companies or whatever make new rules secretly and then narcissistically get mad and want to punish you and treat you like you were already supposed to know. That people, like, a lot of cults do that. A lot of cults do that. So I had the exotic mixed meat, rice, and the Brussels sprouts and parsnips, and a shelf-stable waffle. That's what I had for lunch. And I guess dessert. And then I was uploading videos and tried to watch some videos on both YouTube and TikTok. More like YouTube this time. And then it was just before 5 o'clock. I dozed off and fell asleep. And then I woke up right after 6:30. And after that, I don't. Oh, and when I got home though, after coming from the post office, the guy fixed my door. He fixed the door. So now the key can work again, and he changed the batteries and everything. Seems like they got to do this every month. And so I end up being temporarily locked out of the house like every month, and then have to go to the front office and get the door batteries changed. And then, yeah, so me getting mad about my account being banned, my anxiety was so high and I was angry, and I washed dishes and mopped the floor. Well, I did something productive. And then, the freezer went back to working like normal. And the food went back to freeze again. So I'm glad for that. So, I got snacks and pastries and cookies and those waffle things, and 2 chocolate brownies, and so I have those. And I still have my barley bread mixture, that I can just But it's pre-made. I made it. I pre-made it. And so then all I got to do is take it out of the oven. I'm sorry, take it out of the freezer and thaw it out, and then put it in the oven whenever I would be ready. And then, so as far as lunch and dinner food, I think I got about 4 days left worth of food, worth of lunch and dinner food. And then and the month is somewhat almost over. Not quite, but we're in a third segment of the month. Well, yeah. Excuse me. And so I had those cookies for so-called dinner. Those cookies, the sunflower seed cookies I just showed y'all. In New Orleans, they used to be at Rouse's, and I used to find them addictive. I couldn't stop eating them, but this time I'm like, what happened? It's not a New Orleans it's not a New Orleans based snack, but excuse me. It's not a New Orleans based snack, but excuse me. It's not a New Orleans based snack. Excuse me. But they were selling at the stores in Rouse's. And they used to taste so good. And the Julians, I heard people say they used to get them at Costco, but I used to get those Julians little waffles. I used to get them at Whole Foods. But I thought that Whole Foods had their own everyday 365 or 365 everyday and so yeah, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep this evening, but I did a little bit. But I'm hungry to eat something else, but I don't want to eat this late. Excuse me. But I heard a lot of people having TikTok wrongfully, their TikTok accounts being wrongfully banned. But it's like they just get another account rather than trying to appeal and fight to get that old account back. If they have valuable information and valuable videos. But so it's like on TikTok, a lot of the people in the TI community and the narcissistic victim community, their accounts being wiped out by abusive narcissistic gang stalkers or narcissistic abusers. But I debated on whether or not to stick with TikTok. A lot of people say TikTok is harmful because it's designed to manipulate for you to decrease your attention span. But isn't that what school is for? And television? And that's why people be flipping through the channels so frequently? Or everything is boring. So I dread having to do laundry. I really do. Yeah, so I was craving sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit lately for some reason, or some pancakes or something for breakfast. But no more granola cereal, but I still got a grits, farina, and oatmeal. I still got grits, farina, and oatmeal. So after my dinner food is gone, I'm undecided on what to do. But yeah, so I got a lot of breakfast and snack. But I thought last month, I thought it was the other way around, that I had more dinner food and lack or scarcity of breakfast and snack. But as I said, when you eat at home, food goes a long way rather than eating at restaurants. Food at restaurants costs more, and it's more likely to go to waste because people eat at restaurants, and with the portions of food and stuff, a lot of people waste a lot of money at restaurants. If they eat at restaurants and take like 2 or 3 bites, and then like you spent lavish on that meal and then just ate a couple of bites and then leave, I'm like, what? But they'll say that they thought it was very good. So I ate 3 meals today. Well, those cookies, I don't know if they should be called a meal or a snack. But as I said, I'm hungry to eat something else. But due to the pizza, I think I exceeded the fat limit for the day. And then with the apple juice, I think I exceeded the sugar limit for the day. I mean, I don't know. I didn't exceed the sugar limit with the apple juice, but um, with the apple juice and the little waffle and the cookies, but the cookies aren't that sweet. They don't have a whole lot of fat, and they're supposedly considered breakfast cookies too. They're like oatmeal cookies with sunflower seeds. Yeah, so I'm sleep deprived. I hope I can sleep better tonight. My anxiety is still kind of high. But yeah, this week I kind of had junk food. Like, well, I think it was once this week I had chips, and 2 different days I had Magnum bars. And I still got 2 pomegranates. But like for breakfast tomorrow, um, I don't know if I should have the waffle things for breakfast, or waffle and breakfast cookies, or if I should have um try to experiment with the pancakes and put them in the oven and see what happens. I'm undecided. I don't know. But I think I got 2 or 3 slices of cheese left. And I still got some radishes, but I don't know if the radishes are still good. But I had food fatigue with getting sick and tired of eating. I mean, sick and tired of eating the Brussels sprouts, mung bean sprouts, parsnips, and baby potato medley. I had that. I had those, but I started to get food fatigue. But yeah, I really like that boniato potato. I mean the boniato sweet potato or whatever. I like that. I try to be different and try to get me some different grains. Some people think that nowadays people should eat grain-free food. But, rice and corn, like we grew up thinking that corn was a vegetable. But the foster stepdad tried to say that corn is not a vegetable, that corn is a grain. So rice, corn, wheat, and oats, it's the main thing we eat. But you have to go to the natural health store in order to get barley, millet, amaranth, buckwheat, and stuff like that. Or, try to venture out. So I'm kind of back to craving hot dogs again. And not with the cheap wieners. In New Orleans, they say wieners. Hot dog wieners. They say weenies in New Orleans. But, people say wieners. But, so I still got like a couple of days left of the black eyed peas. And then, I have a bag of dry lima beans. But I miss my favorite pork and beans. But see, when certain brands of pork and beans will have pork belly. But I wish that I could have tried to have homemade pork and beans completely and totally from scratch. I wish I could have got the opportunity to make something like that, my own version of homemade pork and beans from scratch, meaning like no can, and to make it from scratch, like take fresh tomatoes and blend it or puree it, and then cook them with white beans, and then add like I personally, I usually don't use brown sugar. I used to use white sugar, but now that I have my own place, like I'll be trying to get like sugar in the raw or that Zolca Mexican sugar. I would get either one of those kinds of sugar. I'll be trying to get those. So I don't buy like on my own. Me having a place to live, I don't buy white sugar anymore. So the Zolca Morena sugar, I used to like when I very first tried it, I didn't like it, but it was an acquired taste, and now I love it and I eat it like normal, And I like so sometimes I might switch if I might have honey and oatmeal one day, or honey and peanut butter and oatmeal. or I might have sometimes sweet grits, but other times if I might have cheesy grits with butter and eggs. But but the farina I usually put. I mean, I cannot put honey in farina or grits. It just won't taste good, or it won't taste sweet enough. And then you try to not overdo it with the sweetness. So if I put sugar in the farina or grits, but sometimes I might like to have some sweet buttery grits with a little bit of salt, or like sugary but like not too much butter, but some butter in the sugar and butter in the grits. So yeah, I'm just casually just talking, just venting. I mean, just talking right now. But yeah, I said in advance that I do not feel like going to do laundry. But this is the last outfit. Otherwise, the other clothes would have been the last. Excuse me. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sitting here feeling afraid that, oh, if I eat something else, I might have a medical issue, or like I'm just having these scared thoughts that, unwanted intrusive thoughts, like being afraid that, oh, if I eat something else with fat or sugar or something, that, oh, I'm afraid I might have a medical emergency, or I'm, sitting here, you know, feeling that the perps are probably gonna have something to say. But I have been trying to, like, throughout the past several years, try to not eat too late at night. But living here, I've been just eating, like, not all day, but I try to have like 2 or 3 meals a day, not not 4 or 5 meals or nothing like that. But but for the past couple of months, if I might have the sleep deprivation and then eat something at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and then go to sleep because of the bad sleep schedule. But you know what? I think my sleep schedule got bad with me not being able to get to sleep until 3, 4, 5 o'clock, or even 6, or even 7, 8, or even 10 o'clock in the morning, and then wake up later on. Because of the vertigo that because my sleep was a little bit better, but because of the vertigo that I was suffering, um, I couldn't even get to sleep, and it was a vicious cycle. It was a vicious cycle. My hold up. I don't know if y'all can see this. Wait, trying to show y'all. My ankle, you see that? Is swollen from the sleep deprivation and directed energy weapons. My ankles are swollen. It was about, I think it was after 10 o'clock tonight that I took a shower. And then the water was between hot and warm, but not hot like it been or usually. I'm like, are they messing with the water? I mean, it wasn't piping hot like it usually would be. The first I know the first time they made the water so cold that it was ridiculous. But then the second time, I don't remember whether or not the water was cold or hot. But then the third time, oh, the water can get so hot, real hot. And hot enough that I would end up getting like faint and dizzy and stuff. But I haven't been, my body has less tolerance for heat now because I haven't been where I can be in a sauna or hot tub. Dog, I miss that so much. I miss it so much. And as I said, it's the doggone summer. It's summer. And I'm wishing it's the summer, and I wish that I wish I could do at least one thing to be able to go swim somewhere. But I don't have a swimsuit with me. I don't have a swimsuit with me. But I wish I could go to the beach or something. But yeah, as I said, the concern with they said it's dangerous levels of human fecal contamination in beach waters of more than half the country. And so I see so many people, they can go to like amusement parks or water parks and just have a good old time. But I'm just in prison and just locked up here with really no transportation for the whole summer. But I don't want to swim in a chlorinated pool because it would ruin my hair even more. It's already ruined. I want to swim in like a swimming hole or a lake or, or, so Falls Park on the Reedy, which means the Reedy River in Greenville, South Carolina. Some people took the risk and swam anyway, and they ended up having MRSA. So, that was a big tease because, but when I went swimming in Greenville, South Carolina, I think it was summer 2017. And it was the Salvation Army Croc Center. And they had a jacuzzi and hot tub and like an indoor water park. It seemed like a miniature version of an indoor water park. And I don't remember whether or not they had a water slide. And they had a they had a water slide and they had a hot tub jacuzzi, but the hot tub did not get hot at all. At all. It wasn't warm enough. But UWF campus was the first time I ever went to the a hot tub, and it really was hot and felt so good. And then and that was my personal healing therapy. But perps try to ruin that too. And I used to go in a sauna and, try to detox. Can't do that no more. But on the college campus in Cincinnati, the hot tub was a little bit bigger. And they had like a lazy river and I only got to swim there one time, and it was extremely fun, but it ruined my hair. But I mean, that was just as good as UWF campus. But University of New Orleans and University of North Texas years ago, their hot tub was not freaking hot at all. Like, not at all. And then I would go into the sauna on UNO's campus, University of New Orleans. And I would hate going in that sauna because you would feel it would feel like as if tiny pieces of wood would be like stuck in my skin. But the fake dirty YMCA downtown Pensacola, I used to like to switch between the sauna and the steam room. But the pool was too damn cold, and they had a fun ass water slide. But it had. A lot of people say that the downtown YMCA had a big, huge reputation for being prejudiced against black people. That they were extremely racist against blacks. But I heard that not just at the YMCA, but all of downtown Pensacola, where the rich folks, I heard that they're prejudiced of black people and prejudiced of homeless. And I heard that the Everman place, where I got wrongfully banned from, I heard that they're racist against black people also. So as I said, me being homeless or whatever, I would go where I'm welcome. But they would have one dark-skinned black female working at Everman's. And I guess they allowed her so that their racism wouldn't look so obvious. But yeah, it was the word around town that they didn't want black people or poor and homeless shopping there. But they had a few Asians that worked there, but mainly white people. But the place was already overpriced and expensive, and they try to act like they want to try to hassle you for a membership and also trying to manipulate you to buy more. But they don't want black people's business, and they don't want business from the poor and homeless, even if it's white homeless people. But yeah, here in Bloomington, the town is so small, it looked like they got only one, actively at the moment, it looked like they only got one restaurant. From what I know, it looked like they only got one restaurant. But then there's a taco stand that I've been wanting to try, but I never got to try it. And then there's Dairy Queen. The Dairy Queen in Pensacola, Gulf Breeze, part of Pensacola, it was so good. The Dairy Queen in Cincinnati had no meat burgers. They would have like only chicken or something. Like only chicken sandwiches or chicken fingers. But this Dairy Queen would have like burgers, chicken sandwiches, steak fingers, and tacos and all that. But this Dairy Queen, yeah, it's not the nastiest, but it's not all that great. But I guess the 7-Eleven is considered like it looked like as if they had like they installed some seating areas. So I was disappointed. I'm like, wow, they didn't have any breakfast sandwiches or sausage biscuits or nothing. Everything was like corn dogs, deep fried taquitos, and like Jamaican beef patty empanadas and all that. And they had French fries like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning for breakfast hours. But I mean, I don't mind eating dinner food for breakfast. And a lot of us think it's fun to eat breakfast for dinner. Like if you go to IHOP during dinner hours and get you some pancakes, omelet, and stuff like that. But I ain't had IHOP in a long time either. It's been, when was the last, in my hometown, New Orleans. Yeah, they got an IHOP on Canal Street. But they had an IHOP in Pensacola, but then it got shut down. And the last time I think I got to eat at IHOP was last time I got to eat at IHOP was for that I remember was for you know what, that's not true. It was 2017, but I think earlier this year, was it late last year or earlier this year, I stayed at the extended stay hotel and I ordered IHOP through DoorDash. But IHOP, to me, IHOP pancakes taste way better. But Denny's, nah, it's not all that. But back then, before the 19 thingy started, the that used to be some excuse me, Denny's and stuff used to sell oatmeal and grits and stuff. And then when the 19 started, um they cut out all the healthy foods and salads and stuff. And then afterwards, they slowly but surely started to bring in like salads and smoothie. Like they shut down all the natural healthy smoothie bars and acai bowls and smoothies and stuff. Like juiceries. So it is now 12:15 a.m. in the morning on Saturday, July 22nd, 2023. So I like at this very moment, I know it's temporary though. I had to restock up and replenish everything that I needed. So I feel like as far as basic necessities, I feel like I have, at the moment, I have everything I need now. But yeah, so basically there's nothing to do. But they got this one place, nature related, in Victoria. It's nature related. But I don't think you can swim. But it's nature related. And I don't remember if they say you have to have reservations to go there. But yeah, I mean, I need to find ways to get out of here more often. But as I said, the scheduling the transportation is just something that's so hectic. It's really hectic. And then the perps following me everywhere, just making me feel uncomfortable and inconvenienced and everything. So my back had been itching all day ever since this morning. Well, now I'm gonna say yesterday because it's a new day now. But yeah. the perps feel bothered by me talking about food and call me greedy. But I have their accounts blocked. It's not their business. But I mean, I wish that there are more things that I can do. I wish there were more things that I can do. I mean, I wish that I can go to, like, I don't even have to go to an amusement park. But I wish I can go somewhere with nature, or like somewhere where they have a swimming hole or something. But I mean, I'm afraid that if I were to try to, I mean, the perps talk about me being lazy and slothful and laying in the house all day, which ain't their business. And I'm a grown ass woman about to be 40. But I mean, there's really nothing here. They don't even the town is so small, I don't even think there's a library here. You have to go to Victoria to go to the library. You have to go to Victoria to go to the library. And I heard there's a YMCA in Victoria, but as I said, I don't want to go swim in chlorinated water. But I had no choice as a homeless person trying to get clean and get a shower and everything. Because that Kay Miller lady at Pensacola State College, they say you had to enroll in a class, in that swimming class you had to enroll in, and then you swim, and then afterwards take a shower, and they say you have to be swimming. And that lady falsely accused me of being a potential pedophile. And she knew nothing about me, but she was for her to feel something like that, she was a gang stalker. Like they did that to me in New Orleans, Treme Center. It was the Treme Center in New Orleans. It was free to swim and shower, but then there was a black man who said that they let the white folks just go and take a shower and not have to swim. So why they want to call you a pedo and, make it like you have to swim and stuff like that. And they had a young guy that looked like he was 19 or 20 years old, and he was extremely tall, but not that far off from childhood. And that was the only time I saw him, and he was abusing his power. And then it was a black male. The guy looked like he was biracial, but the black men were old enough to be my dad, and they acted like as if they temporarily allowed this guy so much fake power and authority and all that. And I didn't realize that was part of the gang stalking. And like in New Orleans, me being homeless, they falsely assumed that I was a pedophile and a thief. Because they would make false accusations trying to get me make up lies and try to get me wrongfully banned from the Riverwalk downtown. And I'm like, why get SSI and Social Security? What I need to steal for? So they have made false rumors, lying and saying that it had been reported that I was stealing. And then somebody said, oh, no, it wasn't you. It was another homeless lady. And it's just playing psychological, mental, and emotional games. I even thought of to try to see about, like, what if I just take a day and go to the donut shop or take a day to go to the mall and just, relax and clear my mind or hang out, but or try to get to know Victoria a little bit better. But as I said, trying to get the transportation is not guaranteed, and it's extremely hectic. But I used to be able to, like in Cincinnati a few times, or a couple of times I took an Uber, but mainly taking the bus. But in Pensacola, I had to take the Uber all the time, and it wasn't considered like a waste of money. But I'm afraid of being heavily judged if I would have taken Uber for transportation to get to Victoria to do something for a day. But that'd be $80 round trip. $80 round trip to try to get out and do something. But it might cost more for a cab. But I just have to be lucky for the free bus transportation, but it is extremely limited. And I think they were trying to say that the Uber does not come here. The Uber drivers do not come here on Saturdays and Sundays. I'm like, this really fucking sucks. I could see Sunday, but Saturday and Sunday, like, can't go nowhere even on a Saturday. So gotta be stuck here on Saturdays and Sundays. That ain't no life to live. But as I said, I'm glad to be off the streets and get to rest. But still can't rest because of all these distractions and my finances being attacked. And but the fraud that y'all falsely accusing me of, it can't be any worse than what y'all doing. Y'all gang stalking and trafficking people for money and gift cards and freebies and whatever else. But y'all want to criminalize somebody's basic existence. Y'all sabotaged a couple of job opportunities that I attempted to get. Excuse me, ain't much of nothing here. And I can't work at Dollar General because they blast loud music, the noise there. And then I would have to deal with a hostile work environment or noise harassment. With my disability, I need to be able to get to work alone. And where I can be allowed to put my earbuds in. I even tried to inquire about the job at the Dickey's barbecue pit. They said they weren't hiring. And then later on, they scheduled an interview, but it was last minute and too short notice for the transportation. So I didn't even have a way where I could cancel out. But the man lied to me and said that they weren't hiring, and then Indeed said that they were hiring. And I don't have a laptop for a work at home position. And this is Wi-Fi, but I don't think they have. It looked like they got the outlets, but it doesn't look like they have hardwired internet here. Like hardwired internet. But I don't have a laptop. But if I were to ask for donations for the funds to be raised for me to get a laptop, then they would falsely accuse me of scamming and begging. And there's no guarantee for me to get an online job position. It's not guaranteed. And then, they even sabotage the online jobs too. When I was by Trisha's house, I tried to do Cambly. She swore up and down that it was the fastest internet one could get. But with Cambly, they said that with Cambly, that the internet wasn't like they said that the internet wasn't fast enough. But Trisha had a work at home position. I never got to have a work at home job. The only work at home job I had was what Social Security and the IRS consider me self-employed with my short stories and ebooks, but I get much of almost nothing. I don't get much of nothing. And the perps think it's funny to sabotage my income. They call my ebooks, the ebooks and short stories, for me to try to make a living off of that, they call it scam and fraud. But y'all trafficking people and you call it a legit job. Just doing your job. But you're gang stalking and trying to murder people. But the gang stalking is unbearable and it's really bad. Really bad. They're really trying to do me in. I mean, I tried to work for Dickie's Barbecue Pit, Cricket Wireless. I think they call it A+ Kids Care. They didn't hire me. And I forgot what other one where I was supposed to, and they didn't hire me. And I don't know what the hell happened with the manpower thing. And the gang stalking network, if they want to say you're fat and lazy and need to get off your ass and go get a job, but then when they find out you got a job, they want to know where you work at and then make threats to get your job taken away. And then and a lot of times they succeed at, and they're not supposed to do that. And then they'll lie and say, you got yourself fired. But who knows where my life could have been or where things could have been if I would have never got wrongfully fired and banned from Sky Zone. But their workplace mobbed me and created a hostile work environment even there. Everywhere I work. Sometimes it's immediate, an immediate setup, and other times it might take a couple of weeks or even a couple of months. But they said the average targeted individual that's dealing with workplace mobbing, that TIs don't get to go past 3 months. On average, you don't get to go on average of the jobs, the TI don't get to last 3 months. And also I forgot to mention that they when I bent down to wash my legs and feet on a scale of 1 to 10, it was about a 4, almost 5. With them squeezing my organs when I try to take a shower. And now they seem like they're vibrating the bed. But yeah, I can excuse me. My right leg is more swollen than the left, as usual. And I can feel the fluid buildup in my legs. And then so yeah, I don't have that due to my disability and the foster mom keeping us overly sheltered. I don't have that many skills, and then me being denied job opportunities, I don't have a whole lot of skills or talents. But my sleep is messed up. My sleep be messed up to the point where my sleep be messed up to the point where I'll be too exhausted, tired, and sleep deprived to even work on a short story. And just fatigued and just tired. And there was another temp service job I was supposed to get, and I don't remember if they rejected me or I never heard from them. I don't remember. And I thought I was supposed to have had a caregiver job. I don't remember whether or not they rejected my application or if they went AWOL on me. I don't remember. And so me suffering deep depression and battling this Social Security issue, and I was sick, a couple of months ago with a bad vertigo. So I mean, me just battling and fighting to survive up in here. I mean, my focus being on trying to survive. It's like, excuse me. It's like, can't even. I mean, me battling to survive. I didn't even get much opportunity to try to work on, trying to look for a job. But I guess the last time I tried to send in applications was, I don't remember if it was about a month ago. I don't remember if it was a month ago. Yeah. But I cannot do like physical jobs like janitorial and dishwashing anymore, really, because of them. It requires a lot of bending down, and with them squeezing my organs like they did a couple of hours ago. Even no matter how healthy I would eat, they squeeze my organs, and so preventing me from being able to work. I mean, to be productive and work. They're maiming us and killing us off. And humanity, they don't even take lives seriously no more. They think that the gang stalking and trafficking, that you should just take it lightly and ignore everything. And it's like, well, if it's that dangerous and they're killing people, why should we ignore that? Regular human trafficking, aside from gang stalking, people try to take that very seriously. But with the gang stalking, they want to take it lightly. Now, that man had a messed up front in his car several hours ago. He had a messed up front on his car. And then he had a messed up front on his car and one headlight. And the one headlight didn't even have anything to do with the messed up part. And then he offered me a ride. And I'm like, no, I live right there. But I don't know if that was his attempt at trying to offer me to prostitute or trying to traffic me. Caught your ass. Got your license plate and everything. I don't remember if I got his face, but, he was trying to beat me. And I'm like, oh, motherfucker, I saw that one headlight. So then he tried to, I don't know if he tried to play it off, like, trying to offer me a ride. Where are you going to take me? I live right there, a block away. You don't need to take me a block away unless I got heavy stuff. And that's when nobody be wanting to help me. When I got stuff too heavy and the narcissistic abuser just sit there and let you look stupid. They sit there and just let you look stupid. Yeah. So I don't have milk or eggs. I don't remember if it was probably 2 slices of cheese. But yeah, I've been craving hot dogs with sausage rather than wieners. I don't know why. But I had pizza, but but I kind of been craving tacos, but um, I haven't had that. I haven't had tacos, but I guess I can have my own tacos. Make my own. But I love aguas frescas and stuff like that, But birria tacos, when I had it with the consomme, um, they were good, but I was afraid that I was afraid it would be like too much fat or grease. But that had me stuffed. It was good. But when I first had horchata, it was nasty. It's a Mexican rice drink with cinnamon. But if you go to El Pollo Campero, that was the best horchata I ever had. They have El Pollo Campero in my hometown, New Orleans, like in Kenner, and they have it somewhere in the Los Angeles area. I don't like in Texas. I think they have Taco Bueno and Del Taco, and I think they have Del Taco and Taco Bueno in California. And I get them mixed up. But when I went to, I think it was Santa Monica, and I don't remember if it was Del Taco or Taco Bueno, and they had like some good burgers that the sauce tasted like McDonald's Mac sauce, but the burger tasted like the BK Big King. Back in 2003, Burger King it was like a competition with the Big Mac. But I would love to get like the quarter pounder with cheese and Mac sauce. And I would love like McGriddles. But after I found out McDonald's ain't what it is, I avoid McDonald's. But I question whether or not I should eat at Dairy Queen. But yeah, the 7-Eleven, you can look at that like fast food because they have like food that's hot and ready. And they have the taco area where they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner tacos. But they had a full staff this morning. But usually if I would come at 8 or 9 o'clock and it's a black guy working by himself or him and a Hispanic guy, and it's the black guy, he either arguing on the phone with somebody or arguing with his coworker. And then everything be like just so disorganized and stuff. And I'm like, is this street theater to make me impatient and not even want to get the Laredo tacos? But I tried the breakfast tacos maybe twice and it wasn't all that. But by the Greyhound station, the gas station where the Greyhound bus goes, they had the barbacoa. That was so good. But I kind of been wanting some barbacoa meat. I don't know if I don't know if I should give me some tacos. I don't know. But as I said, the majority of the time I just try to make my own food at home and save a lot more money. But I'm sitting here hungry now, but scared to eat something until later on. Well, I guess I'm done talking. It is now 12:42 a.m. in the morning. Thanks for listening to me. I'll see y'all